What up, everybody? J-Rock in the building. Represent that good Power Jam DJs, that event stream team. Welcome to another episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast. Tonight is part 2 of DJ Table Talks. And tonight I got a pretty dope panel, awesome DJs and professionals. And so tonight we're going to be discussing some of every damn thing. The phone lines are open, 443-232-0010. Feel free to call in. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get the party started. Lego. What up, fellas?
What up, J-Rock? How you be?
How y'all feeling tonight, man?
I'm still in the New York COVID state of mind.
Man, don't. You said New York COVID state of mind?
Yep. Things are kind of locking down here. We had a winter storm warning, 8 to 12 inches coming up tomorrow. If you weren't sequestered there, you're going to be sequestered tomorrow.
I know, right? All right, so we can go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves. On the line, we got my homie, DJ Tony Rome.
DJ Tony Rome here from the Boogie Down Bronx with Slick with the production, hankering down for the weather coming up and hopefully better gigs in the springtime.
All right. We got my homie, Dave G.
What up? From the DMV area. Well, I live in the DMV area, but I'm from Massachusetts, the bustling metropolis.
He said the metropolis.
That's right.
And we got my homeboy Rudy in the house.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Same thing. I'm up to the DMV from New Orleans, but in the DMV area.
Man, Tony Rome mentioned COVID. It's like, man, this COVID thing is crazy, man. In the last 4 days, we buried one of my little cousins, only 22, and have 2 aunties pass away. And it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And on the bright side, one of my cousins recently came home from the hospital, been in the hospital 3 weeks, just battling COVID. And so we're happy to have him home. So, but yeah, for tonight, man, the phone lines are open, 443-232-0010. And we're just going to talk about whatever comes to mind, business related, DJ related. I know last week we had some talking points we wanted to go over, the benefits of starting a business. And so I guess we can kick it off with that, you know? Yep. All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. like I was saying last week, it would benefit you to start a business instead of, just being a home DJ who does, just what is it? Like little gigs or whatever, block parties or, just house parties, because the thing is when you actually have a business, you're licensed, you have insurance and stuff like that, it's going to open up a lot more doors for you as far as, being able to get into big establishments, just being a home DJ or, just um, I'm not going to say the home DJ, trying to think what's the right word for it.
Bedroom,
The what?
bedroom DJ.
Well, we say it like that then. Just a bedroom DJ. I mean, you're gonna stick to those, those smaller gigs and stuff like that. It's not gonna open up that door for you to get into the big events. So that's why I said, if you're gonna do anything, just do it as a business. And then the thing about it, once you have that, your business license, your tax ID, all that stuff right there, a lot of the stuff that you can take and do, you can start writing all that stuff off, like the equipment that you buy. You can actually go out there and, have your business start buying these equipment, a lot of the equipment that you get. And then the other thing too is that, if you're doing an event, say if you're just a bedroom DJ going out and doing an event for somebody or whatever, and something happens, then you're liable. You can be sued. But if you're running a business, then say if you go out there and something happens or whatever, your business gets sued, not you. So if your business gets sued, whatever assets your business may have, you can lose that. But the thing is, you can start over again. If you get sued as a person, then what happens is that, you could lose everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody could come and say, hey, we're going to, because you have an event and say something happens and somebody decides, you know what, we're going to sue you for $1 million. You may not have $1 million, and that $1 million that you may have, say 10 years down the road, you're never going to get because somebody's already sued you for what you don't even have. But if they sue your business, then you're no longer liable, as a person, your business becomes liable, so then that protects whatever else you own, as an individual, so it's best to sit there, and have that company, and then you're employed by your company. You see, so there's a lot of benefits towards, and I think a lot of people look at the fact that what you have to pay to become, a legitimate business. But the thing is, it's like with anything, you got to pay to play. It's the same thing like all the DJ equipment. If you're going to sit there and be a DJ, you can't sit there and say, oh man, I can't, afford the equipment. Okay, well, what's the point then? If you can't afford the equipment, then you're not really trying to be a DJ. So turn that, your hobby, or however we want to take and put it, turn it to a little legitimate business. That's normally how, people, I'm not going to say normally, but that's how a lot of people, make money. They turn a hobby into a business, and then it continues to blow up, So it's the same thing with, DJing. If you want to sit there and open up a lot more doors, just turn it into a business and see it grow from there, But the bedroom DJ, you're just going to be just a bedroom DJ, but turn that into a business, and you're going to open up a lot more doors.
And the thing about it is a certain level of security. A friend of mine, he was sued for $32,000. He didn't own a house. He didn't have a lot of assets and stuff. Guess what the judge did? Put a $32,000 lien on his driver license.
Whoa.
He could not get his license until he paid off $32,000.
Yeah, it's gonna get you one way or the other, man.
And
one way or the other, it's gonna get you,
And so then your eyes is like, how am I supposed to get to work? How am I supposed to make the money to do that?
Mm-hmm. But gentlemen, let's talk real talk right now. Right now, is it wise for somebody to open up a business during this COVID era?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. I think it is, because right now is the time for you we have this downtime. Okay, a lot of people have this downtime. So Why wait to when you start getting busy? Then when you get busy, oh man, I don't have time to do it. You do it now. So
what
then when
do you get to pay off the business? That's what I'm thinking about.
the what?
Somebody who's brand new coming into this business, getting into this ish, don't have a following. You brand new. What do you do to generate revenue during this COVID era?
But the thing is, like right now, you said a brand new DJ. My name is DJ Ace Cannons. I want to start my DJ business. You could start your business, get incorporated, start your marketing, start your promo. Hopefully, you already know how to DJ. But it's not,
we're not going to talk about that
but
part.
You can use this time now.
conversation.
You can use this time to work on your marketing game, because right now they're not expecting to see you out at events and having 55 shows a night, a week, doing shows and getting money and none of that. And so it's the perfect time to plan, to strategize. That's what we've been doing.
Understood that, but remember, we're talking about the brand new DJ. We're not talking about us who've been in the game since Jesus was born. We're talking about that brand new dude who's got $5,000 sitting in the bank, been itching to be a DJ. Here comes COVID. Your ROI is basically in negative numbers at the moment, because when you put all that money out there, you got to pay the interest on whatever you put on your credit cards, because that $5,000 ain't covering it. You don't have a steady stream of income as far as that to actually pay off that equipment, and as far as
but even
getting the tax benefits,
even before COVID, you got those same challenges starting a business. Now it's like
the main challenge. I mean, think about it. The main challenge everybody has is time. Right now, everybody has nothing but time. Everybody.
Okay.
So yeah, we got you have the time. Now, when you sit there and once COVID is over with and say, this new DJ or whatever starts getting out there, then you're going to run into that whole thing where I don't have time. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that, because they're, may have, something going on every weekend, and they may have a full-time job. That they have to go to. So when that weekend comes along or whatever, or when that free time comes up, then he has something to do as far as the business wise. But right now, I'm telling you, anybody that say they don't have time to do something right now, hell, I mean, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Everybody has time right now. There's nobody that say they don't have time.
You got a question, Dave?
Everybody's got demands, though.
Go ahead, Dave.
The question is,
everybody has a mix. I'm sorry.
What if you already have a great deal of gear and then you want to start the business part of it, like an LLC or incorporate or what have you? How do you get that gear that you already have under the umbrella of the business?
Sell it to the business.
You personally sell it to the business.
Yep.
Okay.
You, Joe Blow, sell it to your LLC.
How do you
do a receipt and everything?
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. So you have some sort of letterhead with, not letterhead, but some sort of receipt with your letterhead on it?
Yeah, just a receipt. That's all it is. I mean, you can put
you get a receipt book and do it.
Yeah.
It don't got to be nothing fancy at all. But like Tony Rome said earlier, he was saying that you're a new DJ, it's the risk or what have you. But it's like, if I was a new DJ starting out, I would be just researching and trying to figure out what my market, because no matter what, your marketing is still going to be key. You still gonna have to get out there and market, because that's the tough part, especially if you're in a new city. Like when we started Power Jams, it's like nobody knew us as DJs in Baltimore, DC area. They knew me. People knew me as the computer guy. Then some folks knew me from the recording studio. But DJing has always been that foundation. But luckily, we started Power Jams at the beginning of the the IGs and the Facebook and Google ads and and was able to leverage that, went back. Those tools back when they used to be effective. They're not not too effective now, but
Very, very interesting. So, would you recommend an LLC or some other form of business?
No, definitely LLC, just for not making you responsible for certain things. The business will be responsible; it won't be attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
do you plan on doing international business? Because with an LLC, it's a little tricky to do international business. That
You
route,
can't go nowhere.
you might want to go, with an INC, a S corp, or a C corp. Just depends on what your goals are, or what other services you're trying to offer. We went the route of an INC that owns LLCs.
And the thing about it is, it's not expensive to do. I mean, on average, depending on how you look at it, I mean, you can either do it yourself, or you can go the route of LegalZoom, Zen Business, and there's another one, InkFile. And on average, you're talking about, I think maybe about $350 at the most, somewhere around there. And like I said, you can do it all yourself. And then, at that point, I mean, you have that LLC, and you're going to have that EIN number, your tax number and stuff, and that somewhat makes you official, but if you want to really step your game up, then you go that whole point, the website, the business email, business phone number, to keep everything separate from your own. You have all those things set up in place, and now you really look like a business. And like I said, and what that does is open up a lot more doors for you, because you can also get grants, man. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize,
Yep.
For business, you can get grants. There's a lot of grant money out there.
And
that
plus,
people don't know about,
No joke.
and plus,
No joke. I expanded my business last year because I received a grant for doing a contract with a not-for-profit.
Mm-hmm.
And it paid for my brand new line race. So that's no joke.
I heard New York got all kind of grants, man. But a
Yes,
lot of
they do. In fact, one of the things that Jay knows that y'all don't know is that I work for the Department of Labor, and I'm a grant writer.
oh shoot.
That's part of my job. So I work for business services. That's part of my job. Other than working for IT, my other part of my job is I work for business services, and I'm in charge of writing grants for not-for-profits within a certain sector in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
You got the inside track.
yeah, he does.
Yeah, just for New York. Just for New York. I mean, there's a lot of you would think New York is big, but the biggest state that has grants is where y'all at, is D.C. The biggest state out there has the biggest grant. All the Republicans make grants for themselves out there. You would be mesmerized as far as the type of grants that are out there for the littlest things.
Yeah, it's just researching. That's the main thing. Just getting online and researching everything, man. And you'll find out all this little money that's floating around or whatever that a lot of people just don't know about. That, we could say untapped. It's an untapped well, just waiting just for you to take and hit it, and out comes all the money.
Now,
there's a lot of grants out there. A lot of grants.
Now, one of you guys mentioned websites and email addresses. For that new DJ starting up, it is very, very important to establish your web presence. When people get your business card and they see DJ J Rock at Power Jam DJs, it goes over better than DJ J Rock at Gmail and stuff like that. And it's like, you can keep your Gmails and all of that for some stuff, but have your at Power Jams, your at Dave G Entertainment, or at Tony Rome, or at RudyBusiness.com for your official communications. It gives them a warm and fuzzy,
Yeah, look professional.
Because now people, believe it or not, before a client books you, they done Google, they done call some people, And so you gotta, put it out there. And it's like, me personally, what B-Love and I decided to do with our websites, we chose to actually have our websites reflect us. We have our faces and stuff like that. We're in the videos, the promos and stuff, and not use stock footage. I know a lot of people tend to, put the stock footage up because they don't want to be seen as a black company or a white company or what have you. I guess they're afraid that they might not get white clients if you're a black DJ or whatever. But me personally, you gotta take me for who I am. So I'm not gonna hide my African greatness. And so, but it's just really important that you got that website. Now in the Facebook comments, Martin says for sure Wix offers that in their packages. So you can use Wix. That's one of the quick website builder sites that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, Wix, Square. I think
it's very affordable.
Wix, Squarespace, and there's a couple of more.
Now what's the other one? GoDaddy. I mean, I haven't really messed with GoDaddy in a while. I used to use that when I was actually building a website from the ground up. But now, I mean, the ones that I've done have pretty much been on Wix, because Wix has templates and stuff, and it makes it so much easier, But like Jay was saying, as far as the images that you use, a lot of times, I mean, it's like I tell people, if you're going to do something, like as far as DJing wise, people are going to take pictures there, and if you're not sure if people are going to take pictures, you have somebody there that can take pictures, and then just take a whole bunch of pictures, go through, what looks good, what doesn't look good, get all your good pictures and start figuring out how to take and, arrange those onto the site to make the site, pop, But I mean, you got everything right there. It's not like back in the days when, you had to hire a professional photographer. I mean, shoot, your wife can come to your gig and sit there and take pictures on a damn iPhone.
And you got Fiverr now. People will edit your stuff on Fiverr for $5.
Yeah, they'll do your whole logo, everything. A logo, they'll do your site. But I sit there and tell you, the thing is, you don't want to. With that, as far as a website, I mean, you're taking a chance because what could happen, especially if you have if you're a business that look like you're making good money, these guys can hijack your whole site.
Yep, and they will.
Yeah, you don't want to take a chance with that. I mean, let them do your little logo and stuff like that. But as far as your website, I mean,
use a trusted service provider.
I mean, you can go online and look at other people's website, get ideas and stuff like that, to build your website. But when you use an outside site, you got to think, a lot of times these people will sit there and hijack your site and say, if your site's going to cost, they're going to charge you, say, $200 to build a site and think that you're making a whole bunch of money. They hijack your site. They're going to charge you a couple of $1,000 to get that site back with your name because now they have access to all your stuff. So you got to be careful with that. That's why I tell people, if you're going to do it, try and learn how to do a lot of the stuff yourself, or if you know somebody that does that, pay them to do it, but as far as like these sites like Fiverr and stuff like that, yeah, let them make your little logo and stuff, if you need better wording for your site or something like that, let them do the wording. But as far as doing your site, be careful with it because they will some of them will hijack. Not all of them. Some of them will hijack your site.
Especially if you don't pay your bill.
Right.
They can lock you out. Now, my homie DJ High Def says you got to be different. He says there's 1.2 billion DJs in the DMV area alone. Man, there are so many DJs in the DMV area, so much talent. Now, if you tuned in, feel free to hit up the comments on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. If you got a question, join in. The phone lines are open, 443-232-0010. We got my homie Joe Storm in the house. What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's up, J-Rock?
How you feeling tonight, fam?
Man, I can't complain, man. Doing like 12 things at one time, listening to y'all.
Look, that's how it happens, man. You got to multitask.
Yeah. Glad to be on here with y'all. Shout out to y'all kings out there.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining, bruh. Yeah, tonight we just doing open conversation, talking about any and everything. So, anything been on your mind, feel free to, put it out there,
I got you.
Well, I got one question for y'all. Everybody's been doing these doggone Zoom battles. When are the DJs hopping onto these Zoom battles so we can actually get some revenue from them? I mean, I've heard about certain DJs who want to battle each other and never hear about. All you hear about R&B stars. You hear about pop stars, but none of us DJs are stepping up for these Zoom battles. No, the versus battles.
The versus. No,
the versus battle.
We have a platform, www.djbattle. Hold on, let me do it right. www.djbattles.com.
Shameless plugging. Okay, thank you.
Plug.
And so if anybody you want to battle, hit me up. I'll facilitate it with the technology. You won't charge you nothing. We can even make it pay-per-view.
Yeah, let to all the DJs out there, man, let J-Rock do it, man. Because one thing about this DJ thing, you just made me think about something. Audio is very important. If your audio sounds trash, 90% of the time, people will just look to support if they're your friends, and then they'll keep it moving. I mean, we do that anyway. I mean, most people surf through the different pages and look at different things. But if your audio is trash, do your due diligence. Learn, what you need to have the proper sound, and then work on your visuals.
See, and
ask Teddy Riley what was the problem.
Hey,
people will.
You got to it before I could get to it.
People will
Sorry,
sit.
man.
People will sit through a live stream that looks like. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what they'll sit through. I got some up my sleeves real quick. They'll sit through a live stream that looks like this and sounds like this.
Oh my goodness!
For like 2 seconds. You don't want your live stream to look and sound like this. You don't.
But here in New York, things are rumbling. Like, there was this time that I remember that Kid Capri called out Mel Star, and you have to understand they're friends. And they were actually just doing like a parody of everybody else was doing the versus battle. But when people got a hold of it, that sounds dope. They have Kid Capri going against Mel Star. I would pay $10 to see it myself. And I know both of them, but I would pay for the money to actually see it. And then Grandmaster Flash threw his hat in the ring. And there was a whole lot of talk for a while while everybody was doing these versus battles. That D-Nice just came out and just wiped everybody clean by just, what was it? What was on that? 19 hours that night?
Jeez.
When he came on Instagram for 19 hours and nobody wanted to do a DJ versus battle once D-Nice got all the endorsements. So,
man, he had Michelle Obama on a joint.
Well, see,
he had everybody on that joint too. Everybody, not just Michelle Obama. It was everybody.
Speaking of that brings me to another topic. Another thing that people need to do, just like with Timbaland and Swizz Beats, cats need to just, people need to stop looking in the window and walk in the store, and attempt to, to do something. It's like, why? To me, it's like, why people need to just do something.
I'm going to tell you what the problem is. This is what I firmly believe.
Okay.
I think people need to stop sideline hating. Stop taking them slit shots. Stay out them DMs talking trash and smiling in people's faces.
Absolutely.
And I think if you got a problem with somebody on your timeline, call them or tag them or whatever. However they come to you bring it back to them. But we got to get past all this passive aggressive, all this fake friend, all this fake love, and just really start to build platforms for DJs to utilize that the people can enjoy, that the people can support. And it's like, because it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's so much. It's so many talented DJs I know. Like Joe Storm. Joe Storm is consistent. If he's not live every day, he's live every other day. Like a lot of times he's live during the day. I can't tune in, but I put him on when I'm like working. So he might get a random like or love or a message from me, but his video be like 6 hours old. That's because it's like Joe Storm support when I go live and stuff. So I'm gonna help his numbers. I'm not just gonna click on it. I'm gonna watch and groove. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we gotta do that for one another. Support each other's projects, and because I just think it's a whole lot of money to be made, even during a pandemic with this DJ stuff. But we got to stop being distracted.
Or just an opportunity to blow up your business that you already have by doing these battles. Like some time ago, in another forum, J. Rock, remember, I called out a Peter Piper challenge, and nobody took me up on it. And you do remember that, J. Rock. I called out certain people without mentioning names about doing the Peter Piper challenge, and nobody in the group stepped up to it. I said, look, my ass is almost 60, and my little arthritis hands, I can't do no Peter, but I'm willing to do it. And people said I was being an undercover Mel Star. I said, no, I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing.
But you got to keep in mind, too, that everybody's not a battle DJ.
Very true.
Some people are party DJs, and we could do party Jay, sets. You know what I'm saying?
But Jay, come on, tell the truth. There was some battle DJs in that group, and I did bring up the gauntlet, and nobody picked it up.
Yeah, true. But but moving forward is like, during that time, tension wasn't right. The whole energy and vibe wasn't right, and so and sometimes if it's like, I want to say negative vibes, that's an undertone. It's not a good foundation to build upon. But like right now,
I agree with you.
It's no negative vibes. It's like I don't see no reason why we can't have a jam-a-thon for New Year's Day or stuff like that. And not necessarily a battle.
To contribute to that. I got no problem. I ain't got nothing to do anyway. So go ahead.
People record a 20-minute set or 15-minute set. Then you gotta look at the platform too, because right now, doing stuff live on Facebook other than talk ain't necessarily the best look.
Or we can use your friend's site to actually do the live set. No.
Who?
I'm not gonna mention his name because I don't know if he's paying you to plug him. I mean, he was a guest on your show not too long ago.
Oh yeah,
using his app.
Yeah, we could do it on the club app. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I
didn't want to mention his name unless you gave me permission.
No, he good people. He good people. He good people. Real quick on the Facebook comments, my homie V Bell says he would never hate on any DJ. Period, even if he don't feel them. My thing about that. It's so much power in the scroll button. You see stuff you don't like or somebody you don't like, scroll. Keep it scrolling. My homie V says he don't know how to battle any DJ. He's not a battle DJ. So I stay in my non-battle lane. He's like me. He like doing the blends. I like rocking blends.
And don't get me wrong, I don't want you to think that I'm just doing this to bully anybody. I gave up my DJ battling years ago. I still keep my skills. I was doing it to actually promote just a collaboration and a friendship by doing a very friendly, Peter Piper. And everybody always uses Peter Piper as that one thing that if you're a good scratching, mixing DJ that you can do Jazzy Jeff's Peter Piper challenge. And there are some people out there because somebody called me on it, and then all of a sudden I found out who I was going against. I said no, I forfeit. And it was a female DJ. It was a famous New York DJ who called me on it. And I said no, I lose. I got no problem to actually lay that down. And y'all know who she is, but I'm not going to mention her name because I don't want people to think I was that much of a punk, but I was.
You crazy. Now, as far as the business itself, it's like with this whole COVID thing, I just been looking at different ways to stay fresh while I'm not out doing a whole lot of events and doing a whole lot of light shows and things of that nature. And so it's like I just want to stay sharp. You know, like me, Beloved and I was in the lab today doing crate work. We've been doing a lot of Zoom parties, and so she got one coming up Sunday. That's a corporate event. So she wasn't doing a DJ set. She was playing songs, trying to figure out, you know, what vibe she want to go with. And so she was just playing records. And so it's like people do crate work different ways. Some people will sit on Spotify with a notepad and stuff like that. Beloved will just play songs. Oh, this one might work. Oh, no, that ain't gonna work. She'll move on to the next or whatever. And I just feel like sometimes people are so quick to throw shade and jump out the pocket with stuff that, you know, a lot of times we need to slow our roll. You know what I'm saying? And so what's you guys' approach to practicing and staying sharp? What do you do?
I'll start. I dedicate at least 5 hours a week. One hour 5 times a day, or maybe I'll jam for 2 or 3 hours. But just to keep my fingers nimble and just to keep that sense and that edge, at least 5 hours a week.
Okay.
The crate work is something that I do on the fly. I take my iPad everywhere and I create crates on my iPad. So when I was out and about before COVID, I would create crates that way because I know I'm lazy when I get home and I'm tired. I don't want to sit up in front of my computer to do it. But while I'm going back and forth to work, that iPad is in my hand. I'm creating crates.
Now me, I can't. I gotta be in front of the computer. I gotta have the volume, and I gotta have it turned up. Now Andre Roberts on the drum. What's up, Dre? He said, "Give me $10,000. He'll do it."
He'll do what?
I think you talk about the battle. He said,
"Really? Tell Dre to call me. Tell Dre to call me. That's one guy I'll battle real quick."
No, I'm gonna send him the link right now. If he's free, he can hop on.
Okay.
That link came out crazy. Hopefully, it went through. Yeah, man. But just looking at the business standpoint, just looking at what is this? Just looking at all that good stuff. I'm bittersweet right now with the DJ business and with, I guess, 2020, because it's been a great year for us business wise as far as some of the other stuff that we do, but it's been a horrible year because so many people we've known been sick and, you know, people are dying. And so on one hand, you want to celebrate and be like, yeah, 2020 fucking rocks. And on the other hand, it's like, I just lost 2 aunties in 48 hours. It's like, it's a bittersweet year, man. It's a bittersweet year. And, just gotta, keep our heads on straight and stuff.
Jay, let me ask you a question. How do you stay inspired?
Wow.
That's a good question.
Oh man, how do I stay inspired? All right, jeez, how do I stay inspired? I'm gonna say my wife and kids. I'm gonna say my wife and kids,
Okay.
and the reason why I say that is like every day I wake up, I know they're there. They genuinely show me that love and the support. And anybody knows my wife. She's that person that's the friend I need and the friend I don't need. And she keep it 100. She keep it Gucci gully. and so in everything I do it with knowing that I got them beside me, not in front of me, not behind me, not on my back, but beside me. And just being able to, we about 2 years ago we started repositioning the business anyway to do more stuff where the kids could participate if they choose. And so it's just really, yeah, that's it. And my genuine love for the art, for the craft, Plus
That's a good thing, brother. I mean, at least you got your family around you to keep you inspired. I know when this thing first started, like my last gig was Halloween, and I've done other stuff for Zoom and things of that nature, but sometimes I think the music is inspiring for me. Like listening to different music, and then listening to guys like y'all, listening to y'all play. I get very inspired because you might play a record, and that might spark something in my brain to do other things.
Yep.
So I get energy off of it. I consider people the universe, so I feed off of the universe.
Another thing that inspires me is, for example, when I see people that I know reach goals, it's like I know how excited I be when I'm able to complete a task or get something I've been dreaming about. And so when I see other people, I be like, yo, that's so dope. Sometimes, people will see somebody with stuff and be like, they don't deserve that, da 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 da.
They start hating on you.
Yeah. But for me, when I see people with stuff, I'm like, yo, that's dope. Because if they can achieve it, the next person can too. But at the end of the day, it's like we all gotta, prioritize what's important to us, Because me, I got a wife, and I got 2 grown kids, and I got 3 babies, and so everything that I do got to fit into that paradigm that my family comes before any investment, any tool, any toy. And the way I like my toys is like I only buy stuff for me that I can make money off. And so I might not have no Jordans, but I got some dinners. And so instead of like buying Jordans and fancy watches, I don't need none of that stuff. You just give me some nice shirt and some regular comfortable shoes, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And so where some people might be like, well, I gotta have every pair of Jordans to come out. I got like 60 pair in my closet, and that's cool too, because you could resell them jokers. It's a whole sneaker underground now. But for me personally, it's just, I just choose to prioritize things in a way that, one, I very seldom buy stuff that I don't plan to make money off. Simple fact. 2, I'm not afraid to take a L. I'm not afraid to take a L. The only L I refuse to take is to be afraid to try something.
Well, I mean, that L will lead to a win, depending on type of person that you are, because you're going to learn from your losses. It's just like with anything, we learn from our mistakes. So it's the same thing with, if you take an L, I mean, damn, somewhere down the line, you're going to get that win.
Yep. At least from a learning experience.
I mean, hell, if you think about it, I mean, shit, man, who can sit there and say when they learned how to ride a bike, they didn't fall a couple of times?
True,
I mean, nobody jumped on a bike and, just started riding that damn thing. So it's like with anything, man. You learn from your experience. You learn from your fails, your losses, and that's how you get your wins,
Yep. So true. We got a caller on the line, my homie DJ Bam out of Norfolk. What's up, fam? Can you hear me?
Yo, I can hear y'all. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Salute. How you guys doing today?
And we good, man. Maintaining, bruh. What you got on your mind, fam?
I don't know. I had a chance to actually, just chime in and kind of like listen to the podcast. I've been trying to actually, listen to you, whenever I get a chance. But by the time I leave the studio and I get home, you know how it is. You just want to be able to crash down. So you guys hitting a lot of great topics tonight. Especially with with the way the pandemic has touched all of our lives, man. Especially with the whole DJ game. First and foremost, J-Rock, I got a relationship with you. Since you on the business transaction that we done this year. I love the mixer. It's dope.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Salute to everybody else, Yeah, we may not know each other, but we're connected, through, I call it the DJ blood game, so we're connected through spirit. So salute to everybody that's on as well. I want to be able to add a little something to, with my experience on what what has helped me out since the COVID situation. Back in February 2020, I got my venue. I told myself after 5 years when I started my business, about 5 years ago, I got my venue in February 2020. Then, of course, down here in the 757 area, the pandemic hit between like March and like April. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, usually I'm about 45 gigs in per year. So of course, all the gigs started to, they be postponed or canceled, and everything of that nature. But, what I kind of wanted to add to what you all was talking about, and pretty much piggyback off of it, I just want to give the listeners and viewers a sense of direction and hope, even with being a professional disc jockey, you got to be able to find other talents within yourself, not only to, go out here and make money, but, find something else that you're in love with. I started out DJing in 2005, but I was an MC and a hype man before I became a DJ, which actually helped me along with the DJ game. Then within that realm, I started doing videography and photography. So I started having a love for that, flying drones, dealing with certain, elements of that nature. So, all of that to say, even though my DJ adventure this year put a lot of things was postponed, I was still able to gain clientele coming in and pretty much, doing photo shoots, renting my venue out for baby showers and DJing inside my venue, with the, amount of guests that I actually had in there that actually, helped me to to make a little bit of revenue and everything of that nature. And I do understand some people may not have it like that, but you got to be able to find something within yourself because, like I said, this entire pandemic has put us in a mental strain, not just financially and physically, but mentally as well. And I just wanted to add that to it, man, because what you guys were talking about is very inspirational.
Yeah, and salute to you, man. I've been checking out your videos and see you testing the live streams and all that. So, I've been watching you and I got a whole lot of respect for you. And so once this pandemic is over, man, I'm going to come down there and we're going to chop it up and just really start to build, bro. Cause like you said, 2020 for you was able to diversify, and capitalize on your skill set. And that's really what we got to do. It's like we can't sit back and do nothing. It's like, what's your other skill sets you got? You do you
Absolutely.
video? Do
Absolutely.
you cook? And you started a venue in 2020. So, and we know how the whole shutdowns and stuff has been impacting venues. So, but definitely, bro, keep doing your thing. And like I said, we definitely gonna be building.
Absolutely. Thanks for the time, man. Thanks for just letting me come on. I would definitely continue to support you all when I can. And shout out to everybody in their families, man. You guys, hug your wives, hug your children, and just give your families, everybody that's on the live at this point, and all my listeners, just make sure that you just show love, because you have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring.
Show love now. Don't wait. I appreciate you, fam. See,
all right, man. You take it easy, all right?
All right. See, and that's really important. Right, show love. Give people their flowers and they roses now.
Late when they gone.
Man, who you telling? Who you telling? Jeez. All right, we got another person coming up on the line. We got my homie Cool DJ Dre in the building. What's up, fam? His audio is connecting. Now, with technology being the way it is, y'all think anything exciting gonna come out between now and the spring?
Well, the S9 came out. I mean, the S11 came out.
Oh, okay.
I think if you're into IT and audio transport, you can look at Dante. It's a audio transport that's unbelievable. It's incredible what it can do.
Yep.
It's absolutely incredible. And for someone like you, you do gigs where you do audio and you DJ. And for someone like you, it'd be perfect. I think.
We got a project there that we are hoping to start pretty soon. And we're going to be doing Dante over fiber.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just I was really looking forward to kicking off that project this winter. But with the pandemic being the way it was, my wife and I was like, you know what? All major projects are on hold. And so we say, you know what? We're going to focus on the studio and just keep it moving. It's not spending no real money.
I dig.
But yeah, Dante is definitely a dope protocol. And it just gives you the capability to not have to worry about running 50,000 XLR cables everywhere. When you can run single XLR cables and do bi-directional audio, it's a game changer. And a lot of the consoles are starting to have support for it. I don't know why Behringer didn't drop their new Wing console with the Dante card ready to go. I think they dropped.
They want you to buy it.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're in the business to make money, man.
Yeah, true. So Cool DJ Dre, what's good with you tonight, fam?
What's up?
What's going on, man? What you know good over there?
In the bed, chilling.
You seen any new gadgets that you've been excited about lately?
Nah, man. I think, y'all guys got all the new gadgets. Y'all got the S11s and the limited editions and all that good stuff. I'm not into the big gadgets anymore, man. I'm into the little gadgets now. Like little boxes and different stuff like that. But I haven't seen anything out here that's exciting. Pretty much, man. I think the manufacturers and stuff is as far as the little gadget stuff. I think the manufacturers have slowed down a little bit.
It's like I've been seeing people more excited about. I've been seeing DJs more excited about the new PlayStation.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course.
Any gear right now.
Yeah. Of course that. I didn't want to say that because I'm into that too, but I didn't want to say that. But yeah, but it's just a game. It's a game. It's just a gaming console. It's just a gaming console. It play games.
Now, this is a question for everybody out there. What do y'all think about my people on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and my panel? What do y'all think about those new $549.99 Apple headphones?
What are they?
The Apple headphones, the AirPod Max or whatever.
Man, I wouldn't buy that.
Insane.
I wouldn't buy it.
What?
I believe it or not, you got some no name brand headsets will blow Apple out the water, and they don't even cost $500. Like these ones that I got like last year, a couple years ago, called One Audio. Oh my God, they will blow Apple out the water. And I like Apple products.
Yeah, I can't do it. I saw them. I was like,
I'm an Apple junkie, man, and I cut back on a whole lot of my spending on Apple stuff, man, because it's just the price is just getting too high, ridiculous for the stuff that they have.
Oh yeah, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
I was looking at that damn the new Mac Pro, and then when I looked at it, I'm like, man, that thing right there is $5,000. And then when you sit there and you look at that monitor too, and I mean it's a beautiful monitor, a damn monitor, $5,000.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. The monitor is $5,000, and the stand to hold it is almost $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, look at the price of the damn the Mac Minis now, man. I mean, now you remember the Mac Minis were like you could get one for
$499.
Well, yeah, they were pretty cheap back in the days, but now, I mean, now a Mac Mini is going to cost you about $700 for a Mac Mini, and that's just a Mac Mini. You're not getting a monitor or nothing with it. You don't even get a keyboard.
See, and the thing about Apple, they say they trying to be green and all this stuff. They're not giving you power adapters anymore. I'm like, but you're not dropping the price. They've been green, but they saving a whole lot of money.
The green isn't about the environment; it's about the cash.
That's it. That's it right there.
Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
Yep. Yeah, that's all it is, man. It's about the cash.
The dollar bill, y'all.
Dollar bill.
Buy it.
Man, look at the what was it, iPhone 12? I think the big one is like $1,300.
Well, it depends. Yeah, starting out at $1,100.
Yeah, that's what I paid for mine. $1,100.
You pay $1,099, but I mean, hell, once you put taxes on to it, I mean,
right.
Gotta get you a case.
Yeah, they hit you in the head, but I think
they know we gonna buy it. I mean, the ones that's Apple people. I mean, that's like with me. I'm gonna buy it. I ain't gonna lie. Don't want to, but I'm gonna get it.
See, my thing is when it comes to cell phones, I don't replace my phone until it breaks. Like I just replaced my iPhone 7 Plus.
Now, I do mine like years.
And the only reason I did it was because it stopped charging. But then T-Mobile gave me, I want to say $550 trade-in credit.
That's not bad.
So I was like, you know what? Deal.
That was almost like my trade-in credit that I traded my Note 8 for the Note 20 Ultra Plus. I got about $500-600 on the trade-in.
All right.
It was nice when you can get the sign a 2-year contract and get the phone for free. Now they realize, well, hell, everybody was doing a 2-year contract, so now we're not going to do contracts anymore. You just pay for the phone or whatever, monthly, or you pay for it outright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't
What
lock you
did
into.
was, I waited till the S20 came out, and then I bought an S10, unlocked, and just moved my SIM card, and it's a way better phone. I got a terabyte of space.
Right. So you bought the 10 or the 10 plus?
The 10 plus, but it's like $400 for a terabyte of space.
Oh my goodness!
And it's it does everything the S20 does.
Yeah, that's what my 20 Ultra is. 512 on the phone, and then got an SD card for 512. So I got a terabyte of space.
Well, I got a terabyte of space just on the phone, and then I got
just on the phone. Okay.
Yeah, then I got a 200 gig card that goes in it. So
phones are really mini computers now.
You ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
My first laptop had less memory and less power than my cell phone does.
Especially with Androids using DeX, where you can actually turn your phone into a computer.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we've reached that 1 hour mark, but before we close, we're going to do something different tonight. In 2 minutes or less, I know I'm putting y'all on the spot, but I just want you to take 2 minutes and say something to inspire another entrepreneur out there that, might be down or might be trying to get their energy, get their mojo up to take that next step or to just keep it moving. And so we'll start with Tony Rome.
Okay. So what I can tell you is this. I had to dig deep during COVID. I lost a lot of people that I knew. And then my whole business collapsed, my ancillary business, DJing, studio, and everything. And I had to learn how to reinvent myself. And the one thing that I had to do that I've always told other people to do is to actually know what you're worth. And I had to really dig deep, get out of that dark place that I was in during COVID, because I did really get depressed because of everything that was just failing around me. But I had to really dig deep in order for me to just come out and adapt to the things that I'm doing now. And now it's looking brighter, even though COVID is what it is and is mutating, and we're hunkering down for the biggest wave that we probably had since the inception of it. But at least my outlook is different. So if I had to pass that on to somebody, is to know what you're worth and to actually reevaluate who you are to what you're worth. And that's my inspiring thing to say.
All right, Dave G.
Well, I was on another Zoom call earlier or late last week, and it was a one that this guy Eric Roberson has every week, where he just kind of has a free for all where he talks about a variety of topics, but he always has some sort of thing at the end of it that kind of inspires people. And one thing that he said was, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, either financially or, some other way, through learning or what have you, then, what are you doing? If you don't believe in yourself, then certainly no one else will. So if you're going to, do something, just do it, commit to it and do it. And, just.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Just do it,
Commit to it and do it.
Yeah.
All right, Joe Storm, got some words for the folks, homie?
So all the people out there, basically, take time to learn something new. Study, even in your business, take time to go through your business and during this quiet time, learn what you can do to improve on that business and pick up something new that you've never done before, maybe something that you've thought about and you never had the time. You know, I know people now that are taking classes, going to school to learn something, you know, to add to their business or their craft. You know, don't just take this time to do nothing. You should be able to come out of this better than when you went in, a new individual. So always remember, practice makes, I ain't gonna say perfect, practice makes permanent. So practice, study, learn, and have knowledge yourself, and you'll be okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, my homie Rudy.
Oh shoot, man, y'all touched on some good points. Don't doubt yourself. Get that little seed of doubt out of it, because what'll happen, that little seed will start to grow, and the more it grows, the longer it's going to take for you to do anything if you ever do it. And then touch back on what I said earlier about time. Don't say you don't have time, because we have, especially right now, everybody has nothing but time. And even when this COVID is over, we still have time. The people that don't have time are no longer with us. Their time has ran out. So as long as we're still walking on this earth, still able to breathe, and still able to go about life in some type of normalcy, then we have time. So that's all I can say. Time, and don't doubt yourself, man. Just get rid of that little seed of doubt, and keep pushing on.
That's what's up. All right, my homie cool DJ Dre. Think he's
okay. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. I don't have too much to say, right? Only thing I'm gonna say this. Jump outside the box and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid and don't doubt yourself. That's it. And one more thing. Where my money at, man? Get my money. Let's make this money.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing, right? Let's make this money. So what I want to say to the people is, look at yourself, what you like about yourself, what you don't like about yourself, and work on being the best person you can be. Not for nobody else, not for the DJs in the groups or the girls or the homies or whatever, but for you. And I got a motto that my wife brought into my life, and it's called exceed the culture. Whatever you do, don't do it half-ass. If you running a car detailing business, strive to do it to the best of your ability. If you doing light shows, exceed the culture, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're DJing, take it seriously. Put your best foot forward. Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's you. It's your business. It's your responsibility. And so, of course, there are always going to be people. Hold on. There's always going to be suckers that sit on the sideline and take slick shots because they're not man enough to come to you direct and say it to your face. They're going to take them side shots. So don't worry about that. Focus on you. Focus on your family. Focus on your team. Focus on the good people who support you. Like the people on this panel right now, they could be anywhere doing anything. But you know where they're at? They're on this Zoom call supporting the Everyday DJ podcast. And I appreciate that, and I appreciate them. That's real talk. So
real talk. Hey,
right.
Tony Rome, you don't want this smoke, man. Go ahead and get your practice in. You've been in for damn near since since March. I've been in the hospital ever since then, but now I'm out. So you had plenty of practice. If you want this smoke, come and get it. That's all I'm
Man, I
saying.
want that. Yo, man, I'll take that smoke any
get it.
way that you get it.
If you
Give
want
me a
the smoke,
timeline.
hey man, if
When?
you want the smoke, come and get it.
All right,
Come
so,
and get some.
We'll talk. We'll
yeah.
talk, and then we'll come to Jay to showcase it.
all right, so
Yeah.
so
no problem.
the platform is blendbattle.com. Y'all choose if y'all want to do a DJ set or do blends or whatever, and just have fun. Just have fun.
Okay. We gonna have
Tony,
fun.
It'll be,
Tony, I know house music too. Look. Yeah.
all right, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all stay on the line. I'm gonna close out the live stream real quick.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast. I call this the DJ Table Talks edition. And I'm going to be doing these more often, bringing on a panel. But every Tuesday night, 9 p.m., you can catch me live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Feel free in the description of this video, right here somewhere, join the group, Everyday DJ. And in that group, it's just about sharing information, topics, and just building. There's also a lot of other decent DJ groups out there. My homie Cool DJ Dre got the DJ Shop Talk, DJ Tech Talk group, DJ Software and Tech Talk. Y'all make sure y'all support him. It's another group out there called the Open Format. Then we got the Open Forum. That's my homie Swerve. Then we got the other DJ J-Rock. Hold on. I'm the first DJ J-Rock. He's the youngin'. He's the new one. My homie J-Rock from Philly with the International DJ Cafe. Shout out to my dude, man. But definitely, y'all check back every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And feel free to hop on the panels, join the group. Appreciate y'all. And with that being said, I'm out.
What?